7-11 here on a Thursday on Good Day Columbia. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us this morning for a few moments as you're getting ready for work, perhaps having a cup of coffee. You know, over the holidays, it's a favorite time for folks to pop the question, that's for sure, which of course puts into motion months and sometimes a year of planning for the big day. Anyone who's ever been married or is in the process right now knows it's more than just showing up and saying I do. Yeah, fellas, that's kind of the deal. Each week, our wedding planning expert, Melanie Murphy, explores the many aspects of planning that moment that will, of course, create a memory forever. This week, she discusses the considerations when selecting the proper videographer. Now, this week's Tie the Knot Tips has got some great, well, tips. Check it out.
So last week on Tie the Knot Tips, we talked about photography. This week we're going to talk about a topic that's very underrated in the planning process and the day itself, and that's videography. We're going to talk to two videographers in the Columbia area to talk about how styles have changed over the years and how capturing the day is so important with motion and sound.
I am Jamie Player and the owner of Absolute Wedding Films. I think right now in wedding video there is a big change going on. And that change is really with everything about it.
Wedding video today is not your mom's wedding video. You're definitely going to want to watch it over and over again. It's so much more creative and so much more fun.
You can have something that's more like a movie or tells a story, and it's going to be more condensed and show things in a way that you feel like you were there and you can really connect to it. And even people that may not have attended your wedding or may not know you can connect to it also. And that's pretty cool.
My name is Bill Grant. I'm with Cinema Couture Wedding Films in Columbia. So videographers do a lot of different styles, and one of the things I would figure out in the beginning is, what do you see your wedding day looking like? I think the very important thing is that this is something that only happens once, and so you've got to be able to capture it the way that it happens as it happens, and so you have to have someone that you can trust to do that. If you have the right cameras, the right lenses, you can make the imagery work. But the difference is, how does a videographer use the audio? Because the emotion from your wedding day comes from your audio. It comes from the vows that you say. It comes from the things that the minister says, the speeches at the reception, the speeches at the rehearsal. It comes from what people say and how a videographer can take that and weave it together, and that's how your story is told. The beautiful imagery is certainly very important, and photographers capture that extremely well. So you have to be very cautious of how the audio is used, how the audio is captured, because that becomes the most important thing once it's all over with. There are little instincts that you build up in doing weddings where you kind of feel things happening. You know what's about to happen, you know where things are and where things are moving, that you can sort of follow the day a little bit better as you have experience with it. The experience translates into the quality of the finished product.
Of course, my favorite line, not your grandmother's video anymore, and I do actually work, do some work with Bill, and I've worked with Jamie as well, and certainly a whole new thing than just setting up a video camera at the back end of a church and shooting, for sure. Of course, the audio, a big consideration as well, and showing some great information. If you'd like to see that segment again, of course, you can check it out at our WACH Fox Facebook page, and Melanie will be back next week with another Tie the Knot tip. Still to come on Good Day Columbia, the federal government may get some extra time off as a government again looms. That story is on the way.